It's a picture here of a specific type of older implant that is put in individuals that the human experimentation perpetrators, the criminals, who are illegally, and intentionally, these are older diagrams of older technology. This is before they started using before they started using microwave technology and biotelemetry technology. This is older technology. It's got a speech synthesizer commands, neural decoder, audio feedback, speech montoneous. It shows a power coil and antenna, induction power supply, which is basically XFL equals 2 pi FL, which is inductive reactance. An FM receiver, which is frequency modulated receiver for neural signals, and this is the this has got to do with the electricity that's regulating it and monitoring it. And this is used, it says right here, when used with ultrasound radio and microwave transmissions. These devices can be used as torture weapons. See direct energy weapons, DEW. And notice here how it talks about the University of Michigan. More details, University of Michigan, in reference to this type of surgery that's needed to do these implants. Okay? U of M, EDU. My name is Leslie Williams. I'm in San Diego, California, and this is just a small section of some of the neural implants that are used, okay, to torture and control the minds and thoughts of the affected individual. Even today, using cellular devices to interface with the brain. It's called the neural brain radio. This implant and information can be found at Freedom Fighters for America under implant diagrams feature of their website. Trust me, if you just look for it, you'll find it. The actual feature for you to click on to find these diagrams is over to the left on the web page. And you just got to scroll down until you find implant diagrams and so on and so forth. And the reason why I decided to show you this is because whenever the government is involved in developing technology that is used to monitor a target neurally, to control a target neurally, or to control their physiological responses, their EMGs, their endocrine systems, through illegal, non-consensual implantation, the government, all these technologies came from the government, and how they're even being trickled down to be used with organized crime groups in order to make money off the torture and off the human experimentation behavioral research studies, because those studies are sold, okay, in reference to the neural manipulation, the harvesting of EEG spikes that they get from the targeted individual who has been implanted. Yes, I make these videos to inform, to expose the truth. You know, I'm just an average person. I'm literally just an average person like you are that's watching this video. I don't know if you can ever even begin to understand what it's like to be a targeted individual who has been implanted with, non-consensually, with implants that can manipulate and monitor and subject you to the directed energy weapons and the remote neural monitoring that interfaces with the implants. Let me show you something right here in closing. This is some statements concerning the effects of the and uses from Wikipedia when it comes to directed energy weapons, lasers, and pulsed energy projectiles. Effects and uses. When used against humans, electromagnetic weapons can have dramatic effects, such as the intense burning sensation caused by Raytheon's active denial system, or more subtle effects, such as the creation at a distance of a sense of anxiety or dread, intense drowsiness, or confusion in an individual or a group of people. I want you to pay close attention here how these right here, a sense of anxiety, dread, intense drowsiness, or confusion. When targeted individuals are at a specific place in their home, or their RV, in their motel room, apartment, tent, whatever, and they're in a stationary position. As a result of their position being vectored by them, they can transmit these directed energy weapons from a distance, so they can interface with the bioelectric frequency of the target's brain in order to produce these types of manipulation of our brain states, of our neurological processes, of our physiological signals, using our own central nervous system as the conduit that they hijack on in order to make us feel this way. You cannot imagine what it's like to lay in your bed and all of a sudden you feel like in your head that something has dropped in reference to I guess the best way to explain it would be like if you had high blood pressure and all of a sudden you felt like boom, a crash, in reference to how you're normally feeling, like I am right now, and then all of a sudden it just comes on you like boom, like that, it just drops. And all of a sudden you start feeling different. You start feeling like you're having a mild panic attack while you're feeling extremely nervous, while you're feeling dreadful, okay? And as a result, that makes you feel manipulated, harmed, and frightful while you're experiencing all these things at one time by yourself, okay? Somebody's literally doing this to your physiological system, your endocrine system, using your own central nervous system by hijacking through your central nervous system as a result of your central nervous system's frequencies being identified by them. And they basically do nothing but use radio waves to put the microwave frequencies on. They're using radio waves to piggyback on. And then interfacing and interlacing their microwaves on those radio waves and then beaming them at the target to modulate their frequencies down to interact with the central nervous system frequencies, to use those as a conduit to then manipulate the physiological signals of a target's body. Yeah, the endocrine system, the nervous system, the neural activity, all of our brain states. You would not believe what is happening to us targeted individuals. And a lot of the reasons why they do this is because as a result of the brain experiencing it, the brain starts oscillating its own frequencies. EEG spikes are oscillating, and what they're doing is recording them. Yes, and then harvesting what they record, the electrical activity, in a computer. And if you don't believe me, go to Google and type in the iBrain. Yes, and how the thoughts that are read from the iBrain phone device are being uploaded into a computer. I make these videos to inform, to expose the truth, so you can know that American citizens and actually citizens worldwide are literally being tortured as a result of non-consensual human experimentation, the methods and tactics used, and the technology resources that are being used. And if you don't believe me, check this out. It's a book. Electronic Torture, Electronic Rape, Technology and Gang Stalking at the Post Office by this woman, okay? And check out what this is. It's a PDF link of Victoria Rose, a San Diego target, okay, from Chula Vista. And what she describes in this documentation, who is a separate individual from the person who wrote this book, is exactly what's in this book. In reference to what she's describing happened to her is the same thing this targeted individual is describing is happening to her. I believe it's a her. Anyways, I'm in San Diego, California. My name is Leslie Williams. And I expose these truths just so people can know them. Because of the factual realities of how our government's expediting these crimes, protecting them, and keeping targets isolated in them for the continued torture on a daily basis. How we're discredited by the mental health officials that are connected to these crimes in order to discredit the target so they can discredit the truth the target's telling. How they'll literally co-opt all of our finances to make us so destitute we have to actually run to the system they're infested in, and that they're managing and maneuvering where they want a target to end up at, even to possibly be murdered or set up an institution for the rest of their lives so the crimes that happen to them can never be exposed. Every area of our life is totally destroyed as a result of these expeditions. And that's the reason why I make these videos, to expose the truth. And that's not including the possible other aspirations that they have for these expeditions in reference to us targets. Human trafficking. I'm in San Diego, California. I make these videos to inform, to expose. And I'm just hoping somebody sees my videos and at least says a prayer for me. Alright, thank you.